I never forget that. Never, nigga. Never in my life will I forget niggas made me miss out on 6 figures. Bro, you know how bad that shit hurt it? Nigga, I shouldn't even be talking like I'm talking. I should be very disrespectful. Just to be selfish, to go viral and make money off the streams and shit. I know what that do. But I ain't on that type of time.
Wasn't you at motherfucking Versus?
Man, you know.
Straight to it. Let's go.
I wasn't invited. I wasn't invited. I'm constantly saying my brothers, and them niggas constantly doing interviews saying everybody's name but me.
Yeah.
The one who out here campaigning like Donald Trump, man, are kicked off the tour because I'm a threat towards BG. Okay. Shout out to Weezy motherfucking Wee. Cause Weezy don't have nothing to do with these shenanigans, bro. Cause I'm willing to sit down with all of us. Cause we might need to come, everybody sit down and just add out and just let it be, you know.
Yeah, we need
a drink champs intervention. I'm out of 6 figures. Nigga, it's Christmas. They were mad about Geneva watches. Man, Rick Ross just got on this bitch and say that was his first watch. When Turks say something, it's a problem. It's cool when they do it.
You trash. That's the facts. Name one solo Turk song anybody ever liked. Your album flopped, and you got dropped off the label. Tell them why. You really left New Orleans. You forgot about your Lil Juvie Tuesday incident in the bathroom. You a bum and you broke. That's why you crying like a broad. We eating over here. Never bite the hand that feeds you. I fed you for the 2 years. I guess the money ran out.
He be going through something though? Like, could it be something deeper? Like, you know?
Man, I don't know, man. You know what they say, behind every strong black man is a strong black woman, right? You know what I'm saying? And then, behind every goofy is a goofy female that's telling them what they doing is like, you know what I'm saying?
All right. He about to go too far.
Yeah, like, all right. So leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I wasn't trying to go there with it.
It is becoming increasingly clear that the nostalgia surrounding the Hot Boys has largely run its course. For many of us who grew up during their era, the group represented a defining moment in hip-hop culture and childhood memories. They were, in many ways, ghetto role models, figures who embodied ambition, resilience, and success emerging from difficult circumstances. However, nostalgia alone cannot sustain a legacy when the present is consistently undermined by internal dysfunction. At this stage in their careers, the issue is no longer talent or fan demand. The fans have made it abundantly clear that they want unity, performances, and closure. The real problem lies in the group's inability to get out of its own way. Old grievances, unresolved personal issues, and unchecked egos continue to interfere with what should be straightforward business decisions. As a result, they are failing to consistently deliver what the fans want, while also depriving themselves of significant financial opportunities that most artists at their stage would welcome. When you look at the dynamics within the group, it is also clear who is engaging in the ongoing drama and who is not. Lil Wayne, in particular, appears to have made a conscious decision to distance himself from the chaos. From a practical standpoint, this makes sense. Wayne does not need the group financially, creatively, or culturally. He was the last remaining member at the label when the others chose to leave, and his career trajectory since then gives him a very different position to speak from. Simply put, he can afford to move differently. The remaining members, however, do not have that same luxury. For them, this opportunity carries far more weight, both financially and in terms of legacy. That is why it is disappointing to see repeated attempts at collective involvement collapse due to the same internal issues. At some point, accountability has to replace emotion. What is needed is a private, structured sit-down where everything is put on the table honestly and respectfully. Without that, this cycle will continue to repeat itself. This is now the second time the group has attempted to come together for the sake of the fans, only for the effort to unravel. While it may be tempting to point fingers and publicly assign blame, the situation is more complex. When someone has spent a significant portion of their life confined to a prison cell, institutionalization is a real factor. It affects how a person communicates, processes conflict and expresses emotions. Aggression and disrespect can become default responses rather than intentional acts, but understanding that context does not excuse the damage caused. There was a point where the issues may have still been salvageable. However, once disrespect crossed into personal territory, specifically involving Turk's wife, the situation changed entirely. Speaking on another man's woman is a clear violation, one that carries serious consequences both personally and culturally. That line was never crossed in the opposite direction, which only amplifies the imbalance and disrespect of the act. Beyond the personal disrespect, there were tangible financial consequences. Turk lost a substantial amount of money as a result of the turmoil, and interfering with another man's livelihood is a violation in its own right. At that level, this is no longer just about feelings or pride, it is about professionalism, responsibility, and respect for each other's ability to provide and sustain a career. In the end, this situation reflects a larger issue about legacy. The Hot Boys mean something to the culture and to the fans who supported them from the beginning. If that legacy is to be preserved rather than diminished, it requires maturity, restraint, and a willingness to separate personal issues from business. Without that growth, the nostalgia will remain exactly what it is now, something remembered fondly, but no longer trusted to exist in the present.